Hello Instagram family, this is Randy Castaldi coming at you with another Randy's Rant. Today I want to cover a couple of key things we'll keep building as we go. I hope this is helping you. Here's the first thing. Hey, my daughter's golf coach said something really cool, and we've heard it before probably once or twice, but when you're trying to be successful, he says, it takes what it takes. Thank you, Mike Malizia, for that. It takes what it takes. So let's talk about that and let's add a couple things to it. If you're in, again, athletics, sales of any kind, own your own business, whatever it is that you're trying to become excellent at, I would coach you to believe, number one, to believe that it takes what it takes. Try until, right? We've heard great little sayings, but if we go ahead and back them with some great stuff, maybe they'll make sense. Like, it takes what it takes. Well, what do you mean? Well, I'd rather be, instead of a wandering generality, be a meaningful specific. What do I mean? If you're not setting goals, then you're just a wandering generality. You're just meandering about, hoping that some things happen. I can tell you that if you set goals, we talk about it, right? Yearly goals, biannual goals, quarterly goals, monthly goals, daily goals, hourly goals, you're probably going to win more often, right? So let's get right back into it. Don't be a wandering generality, be a meaningful specific. Set goals. If it moves, track it. And I promise you'll win more often. You might not like the process, but if you trust the process, you might win more often. And the second thing that I'd add to that is don't confuse activity with accomplishment. This goes hand in hand with if it moves, track it. Don't confuse activity with accomplishment. Let me give you an example. Guy comes to me and he says, hey boss, I made 50 calls today. I'm like, that's fantastic. What are your results? Well, I made 50 calls. Awesome. And what did you accomplish? How many appointments did you set? Well, none. How many people did you talk to? Well, none. What did we accomplish? Not much. Here's the thing. Understand the difference between accomplishment and activity. So you can, again, readjust your goals like, hey, when am I calling these folks? How am I practicing that golf swing? Maybe I need to look at it another way and maybe set some new goals. And I'll share something else with you. That Pareto principle that we talked about yesterday. 10% will, 10% won't, so what? Well, I'm going to use the same principle, but let's talk about it kind of like this. 20% of the people out there share 80% of the wealth. It works that way typically on a football team, a basketball team. We know the top 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 people, depending on if it's a football team or basketball team. And then the rest just kind of fill in the roster. Well, it works that way in business too, but what is it about those top performers? Well, let's take this 10% and erase it and make this 20% right here. So the top 20% generally share 80% of the wealth. Are you with me? Now, your goal, if you want to be excellent, if you want to be a top performer, is to be in the top 20% of the top 20%. There's that 3 or 4%er that you hear about in life. There's that top producer. There's that guy that just keeps getting lucky. No, those are the people that probably set goals. They're meaningful specifics, not wandering generality, and they understand it takes what it takes. And they don't confuse activity with accomplishment. I hope this helps, and I hope you have a great day. Keep on plugging. Talk to you soon.